The chute cracks open, and chaos comes alive. Bulls don't ease in, they explode. 1 second, a rider's locked in. The next, he's flying.
Man, this season is down early.
These demons exist to punish. They are bred to prove that rodeo is not a sport, but pure survival.
Ready to go. Lieutenant Dan, he's in trouble. Gonna pay the price too. Ooh.
His first championship round of the year.
We're counting down the most insane bull riding wrecks ever caught. The kind that leave riders shaken, scarred, or never the same again. Let's start with Leandro Zampolo. 8 seconds on power trip, but the bull drilled him after the buzzer. Round 2 of the 2025 Unleash the Beast PBR. The gate banged open, and power trip came out like a wrecking ball with horns. Every jump rattled bones. Every kick looked like it was meant to snap a man in half.
Well, look, the last 6 seconds were to build up.
Zampolo's body whipped all over. One wrong move from being launched into the dirt. But somehow, he clawed through all 8 seconds. The arena roared, but the bull wasn't finished.
Up the confidence. Oh no, to build up the confidence tank of Zampolo.
Power trip snapped back hard, smashed into him as he tried to bail. The shot wrecked him, wrist bent ugly, back locked tight, pain written across his face. He staggered up crooked, dragging his body out of the dirt, looking less like a champion and more like a man who'd just been mauled. Next comes Derek Kolbaba on Far West. The bull flipped him sky high and crushed him into dust. August 12th, 2019, Albuquerque. Derek Kolbaba drew Far West. Everyone knew it wouldn't last long, but nobody thought it would go this bad. The chute opened, and that bull spun like a tornado with legs.
That's why it gets so hard here.
In one vicious snap, Derek was ripped from the saddle, body flying high like a rag doll in the wind. He slammed down hard, the kind of landing that makes your stomach turn, dust, silence, and medics rushing to help him.
You know, that's a quick reminder that this is the grandfather of extreme sports. It doesn't get any rougher than this, and I'm going to tell you what the difference is.
He staggered up, clutching his shoulder, eyes glassy, legs wobbly, concussion, maybe worse. But he walked out on his own. Far West didn't just buck him, he flipped him, owned him, and left him broken. If you think that was bad, wait for J.W. Harris on Mishap. Dragged, slammed, torn apart across the arena. J.W. Harris got the worst kind of ride on Mishap. The gate cracked open, Mishap blasted out, and before Harris could settle, his hand locked in that damn rope. Now he wasn't riding, he was a body, dragged by a storm with horns. It was the 2016 PBR Built Ford Tough Series. Mishap dragged him full speed across the dirt, every kick pounding him into the ground. You could hear the thuds echo through the arena. Bullfighters sprinted in. The crowd went dead silent. For a moment, it looked like Harris might not walk away.
Boy, it gets worse from there. You see him meet heads with that bull several times, and then this bull just walks all over him.
When they finally yanked him free, he was wrecked. Shoulder popped out, ribs smashed, face twisted in pain. That wasn't just a wreck, it was a beating. And the look in his eyes, that's a man who stared down the end. Then there's Caden Bunch on Soul King. Launched like shattered wreckage. Round 1 of the 2024 PBR Unleash the Beast season. Caden Bunch pulled Soul King. The bull came out like dynamite. First jump, straight up, twisting sideways with all power. Bunch didn't even stand a chance. Out of rhythm from the start.
Man, this season is down early.
One savage kick, and he's airborne. Body whipping through the air like it weighed nothing. Then the crash, flat in the dirt, dust still hanging while Caden lay there, trying to breathe again.
Boy, the #1 man coming in.
He got up, clutching his wrist, but his confidence shattered. Soul King made him look like a rookie, and that sticks with a rider long after the bruises fade. Up next is Red Dingo, the bull that slammed Frank Newsom and proved no one safe. April 5th, 2021, PBR Team Series. Red Dingo came out mean and ugly, dumped Newsom fast. That's when Frank did what he built a career on, charging straight at danger. But Red Dingo spun on a dime and lit him up. The bull slammed him with full force, ribs cracking under the hit. Air knocked clean out of him. Frank hit the dirt hard. Medics swarmed in. Bullfighters dragged Red Dingo away while Frank clutched his chest.
But a great ride, but the best part about it, Frank Newsom is so rank.
This wasn't some rookie caught off guard. This was Frank, one of the toughest, most respected bullfighters in the game. And even he got folded by a bull that doesn't give a damn who's standing in front of him. And if you think that was deadly, Colton Hevelo on Fire Magic got launched sky high and crushed instantly, May 15th, 2024. PBR unleashed the beast. Colton Hevelo strapped in on Fire Magic, thinking he had a shot at 8 clean seconds. The gate cracked, the bull jumped, and right there, it was over. Fire Magic didn't buck like normal. He detonated, shot out so hard, Colton's body snapped forward. Grip slipped. The next kick sent him flying, legs in the air, helmet smacking dirt like a hammer.
Yes. Ooh. You know, they wear these vests for a reason.
The whole crowd went from roaring to stone cold quiet in half a second. Colton didn't move. Medics sprinted in, bullfighters waved the bull away, and finally, he stirred, shaking, pale-faced. Next is Ned Cross on Titanium Tough. He rode clean for 8 seconds, but the dismount broke his neck. January 14th, 2011. Built Ford Tough Series. Ned Cross strapped down on Titanium Tough and gave the crowd one hell of a ride. 8 seconds of full throttle, every kick, every spin. He matched it, locked in tight. Judges slapped an 85.25 on the board. The place roared. But the danger wasn't done. Titanium kicked high on the dismount and launched Ned into the dirt. His head and neck smacked down ugly. His body twisted wrong. When the word came out, it was a broken neck. He did everything right and still left the dirt on a stretcher. That's the cruel truth. Sometimes the bull wins, even after the buzzer. If that was brutal, watch Jorge Valdivieso getting stomped hard enough to rattle the arena. October 5th, 2023, PBR Latin America Finals. Jorge Valdivieso got tied up with a beast named Lieutenant Dan, and it turned into a nightmare. Rope jammed his hand. No way out.
Ready to go. Lieutenant Dan, he's in trouble. Gonna pay the price too. Ooh. Oh boy, look out. He got...
The bull spun, dragged him through the dirt, then stomped him flat. The hit rattled the whole arena. The crowd gasped as medics and bullfighters stormed in. Jorge finally got yanked free, limped off the dirt, chest heaving, face burning red with rage.
He's out of position, but he is not going to let go. He was reaching, climbing, trying.
He was riding for his wife, for his little girl, for Mexico. Lasted just 4.4 seconds before getting crushed under a hoof. The bruises will fade, but the disappointment, that cuts deeper than the stomp. Then comes Jared Craig on Red Hot. One shot to the helmet and he was limp. June 18th, 2022. PBR unleashed the beast. Jared Craig strapped in on Red Hot. The bull came out cruel. First jump, hard twist, dirt flying. And then it happened. Red Hot snapped his head, drilled Craig right on the side of the helmet. One clean shot.
It's Red Hot, his first championship round of the year.
Craig went limp before he even hit the ground. His body hit the dirt flat. The crowd froze, as if nobody was breathing. Minutes dragged until he twitched, rolled, and the place finally exhaled.
Stand up.
You can hear his helmet take the blow.
Doctors called it a concussion, but anyone who saw it knew it was worse than just a bump. With that, Red Hot kept his name alive as one of the nastiest bulls on the circuit. Finally, Eduardo Aparecido faced Little Red Jacket and ended up motionless in the dirt. Eduardo Aparecido drew Little Red Jacket, calm, focused, looking sharp. For a few jumps it was clean, crowd buzzing, score on track, then the bull turned it dark. It was the 2015 Performance in Action Invitational. One sudden pivot, a vicious shot, and Eduardo got hammered. Flank, horn, whatever it was, it sent him flying. He crashed hard, shoulder and head first. Body crumpled in the dirt.
See, he's just a little bit loosening. Takes one right on the end of the chin.
The arena went dead silent. Medics rushed, bullfighters dragged the bull away, and Eduardo was out for weeks. That's the way Little Red Jacket works. No wasted moves, no noise. So, which of these wrecks left you shaking your head the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're all about hearing your takes. These bulls prove one thing. You don't just ride the bull, you survive it. If you want more wild rodeo stories, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and stick around.